Hello and welcome to another technical takedown the hard way. In today's video we are going to discuss a little bit about the way we are going to eat. Okay, do you know, if I was going on this expedition by myself, yeah, things would have been much easier. I'd be eating whatever I wanted to. I wouldn't even know if I would buy a fridge as well to go inside the vehicle. I'm not sure if I would, because I don't know. I just think that Africa is a place that is fruitful. There's plenty of food. I'll just eat along the way, mostly street food. I'll just make sure that it was cooked right. If I was going to buy some sort of meat, then I would buy meat, but I'd make sure that I'd buy it in the morning, make sure it's freshly slaughtered. That's why they keep livestock alive. They keep them alive in order to preserve them. I know, it sounds sad, but it's just the way they do things. They don't have power everywhere they go, so unfortunately they have to keep them alive until the morning, and then I'm going with my family. It's important that they are fed, and that they are fed well, that they are fed with nice, fresh, good food. We're going to need to make sure that in order to boost morale, keep the family happy, the best way to a woman's heart is through her stomach, right? Keep them happy is by making sure that they are fed absolutely well. Now, my wife is a vegan. I'm not sure how much of a problem this is going to be, but we're going to see, because I'm not sure if there are many vegan options on the road. We're going to have to see what we can do. Because my wife's a vegan, I eat vegan meals all the time because I just eat whatever she's made. And she is a terrific cook. She essentially, all my life, I had never questioned that I would eat meat all my life. Didn't even think about it because it had been part of my life culturally. It's the way we eat in the Caribbean. We eat meat. So yeah, I never questioned it because I always thought, well, if we don't have good meat, then what's going to be the main part of the meal? What is going to replace it? But no, when I first met my partner and we started seeing each other, we started eating with each other, started cooking, I was so amazed. Her meals were so good, so delicious that I didn't miss the meat. And for the first time in my life, I realized that I didn't have to eat meat. So her mother always eats meat. She just eats everything, which is kind of strange for a Muslim, right? But yeah, she does. She eats everything. And so when we go to meet her and she cooks up all these meals, she always puts meat in it. Most of the time, she'll cook whatever traditional foods that they cook from the Balkans, and she'll serve it to us, regardless of whether it's got meat in or not. And we eat it. Hence the reason why I can't call myself vegan. My wife can't call herself vegan either. But in general, when we're inside the house, we never buy meat. The only meat we buy is the beef that we buy for the dog. So, yeah, we are going to have to really create some very easy, very delicious vegan meals and prepare for that as well. Something that can be cooked on the go. We're going to equip this kitchen, so it's going to be a really nice kitchen. But something that's really important is that we make sure that the kitchen is equipped to the point in which we are able to cook meals as efficiently as possible. I've seen one car that had like a little mini oven in it, and I was like, wow. We are going to have a 3,000 watt capacity converter, whatever you call them. I'm really bad with my electrics. Anyway, so we're going to have one of those installed in the car. So we're going to have a lot of power at the ready, and very good lithium ion, a large lithium ion battery as well. So we're going to have some leeway, some of the ability to have some decent appliances. So we're definitely going to have a kettle of some kind so I can boil water. We're definitely going to have the ceramic hot plates. The induction hot plates, I should say. We're definitely going to have those. Those use a lot of power, they use a lot of electricity, but one thing they do is it gives us a bit of flexibility when it comes to whatever we're going to make. So rice, good, we can make rice. The good thing about it, I'm not sure if you've been to these shops. Oh my God, man, I've got to be careful here, but I've been to some of these market stalls in Africa where you've had little mice running around everywhere, all over the food, like going crazy. And I'm like, my gosh, why isn't everyone getting sick? And it's because the rice is boiled, so everything, any dangerous diseases that might be left behind by the mice that crawl over these fruits and vegetables all night, that they are gone. I still wouldn't eat it. I'm sorry, I struggle with that. But yeah, the process of cooking the meal always kills all the germs. So one thing we're going to do if we're going to buy food from the street is we're always going to cook it properly, you know. If not, if it's food that we can eat cold, then we will clean the fruit as much as possible. This is really important stuff. The last thing we want is for the family to get a bug because we ate food that had been mishandled by somebody that didn't wash their hands properly after they used the toilet. They seldom use toilet paper in most parts of the African continent. They want to clean their bums, then they wash it with water first, and then they use their left hand, I believe, especially in the Islamic countries, they use their left hand to clean their bums with water, but no toilet tissue. I think that's not bad at all. I'd do that. I mean, I don't have I have one of those terrible German toilets with the shelf on it. Oh goodness, I have one of those. But yeah, that's something we have to think about, definitely. I'm lost now. Where was I? So yeah, keeping our hands clean, making sure we eat food that has been cooked. If it hasn't been cooked yet, we must cook the food. I think doing all those types of things will keep us a little bit healthier in terms of what we ingest. Making sure that when we buy meats, it's we buy it in the morning. We make sure that the color of the meat is red, deep dark red. It means it's just been slaughtered, and so forth. We're just going to take those precautions, and doing this should help us to mitigate getting ourselves into trouble, and it will also make us feel good, because I think that cooking, especially outdoors, is a bit of a bonding experience. So I think combining everything together, we can have very good hearty meals twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. We can eat well, and we don't have to worry about food, because food on the African continent in general, if you go to the supermarkets, it's expensive, but if you buy like street food, if you buy market food, it's cheap. It's all cheap. It's perfect. That's what we want to look for, right? And that's perfect. That is something that we all need, because we all need to save money, but we still want to eat well. So guys, those are just a few things that you may want to consider yourself when going to the African continent and you're eating. Make sure you bring in the right appliances. Make sure you hot the food up first before you cook it. Make sure it's thorough. Okay, you're trying to destroy all the germs and all the nasty, creepy crawlies that might be on the food. And yeah, eat well, and then you and your family can focus on the journey ahead. So guys, that's all I've got time for today. I'm feeling so tired. I just yawned before. Oh goodness, but I think I've been waking up really, really early. So I'm going to try and grab some kip now for an hour whilst my daughter's sleeping. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Until the next time, take care.